All right, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Avera Nova, chief host of the show for tonight, as our current chief host is celebrating his own birthday today, so bombard him with all the messages of all of that. And congratulations on surviving another year. Next up, we have our interim host, as always, Noble.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right.
Wait, I did the tone wrong. Bugger.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second. And next up, we have Allie.
Ruff, ruff. Oh, hello everyone. Um, yes, and also happy birthday, Joel.
Yeah, right on. And for the first time, we have Buddy the Wolf. Hey, man.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so welcome to the show. It's great to have you, man. I want to just tell us some about yourself, like how long you've been a furry for, what your persona is.
So my sona is a wolf, and I've been in the fandom since around 2016 to like around 2016 and 2017. Can't remember the exact date. I was an anti before then.
Oh, you're an anti-furry?
Yeah, before like 2016, 2017.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, damn, that's crazy. All right, I want to know the backstory of that lore eventually. Sounds pretty cool. All right. Another so guys, sorry that we're late an hour today. If you didn't realize, it's daylight savings, so different parts of the world do that differently. Personally, I think it's like archaic and we should just get rid of it because daylight savings is annoying and I'd rather just have a lot more hours of the day. But anyways, moving right along. There is an announcement that I'd like to make, and this is on behalf of the OWU Association, the guys who run Free For All. The original website was called owuassociation.org. That is no longer working, and it's not the website anymore. Right now, this is same thing. It's owuassociation.net. So this is what the website's supposed to look like. Or you can just go to ffacon.com. It leads to the same thing. I'm not entirely sure how domains work, but this is what the website looks like. And right now we have we have pre-registration still going on right now until June 2nd. It's only $40 for a recruit, 60, then it goes to 140 for the major, and they're sold out of the Mavericks, but that's all right. And yeah, so check it out, guys. If you want to submit a panel or anything, if anyone's planning on going, yeah, there's options to do that, and there's events to get involved in and stuff.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
bit of a shame. We're not seeing Avera's ass anymore.
What do you? Oh, but look, I'm right. I'm there in the photo. See, I'm right in the middle.
No, I meant from the background.
Oh,
picture we
because there's
currently
4 of us.
Yeah, but like yes, me and Vera hope to see you there at FFA.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll definitely be going again this summer. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so
Yeah.
sorry about the whole website situation. Yeah, there was another crazy hurdle we had to go through. So instead of it being .org, it's .net now. And if you do go to the .org version, you'll quickly find out that it's a troll site because they legit made like a dancing fox out of ones and zeros. I'm not even kidding. It's kind of goofy,
Yeah.
but don't go to that crap. All right. Anyways, shall we
Okay, so should we
get
get
going?
into the first story, or should
Yep.
we talk about something else?
Yeah, let's go.
Okie dokie. So it turns out the Flintstones is getting a live action animated sequel or continuation or
Wait. A live action animated? No, hold on. Adult animated.
there you go.
So okay, the Flintstones is an adult animated comedy sequel series called Bedrock. All right, from Elizabeth Banks, in works at Fox. Okay, so this is in the works right now. So this is a series that they have going on,
Yep.
and I think
So-
the story behind this is very interesting. Well,
Thanks the deadline for the report, but I just scrolled.
Oh, it
there we
is?
go. So
Oh wow!
the first image to come out, possibly about it.
But you see the buildings in the background.
Yep.
Looks like some construction going on. right, so
I
I'll
wonder if
just
they're going to bring. I have to wonder if they're going to bring back the gay old time in the theme now.
no, they're gonna totally change it. Come on. All right, so the article goes, yabba dabba doo. Oh wow, how amazing! Elizabeth Banks, the Flintstones sequel series Bedrock has landed at Fox. All right, so the network's developing a primetime animated adult comedy series with Charlie's Angels. Oh, and the Hunger Games star. Oh, okay, so who's gonna voice Pebbles or whatever? We don't really care about that. Basically, Bedrock will follow the Flintstone family 2 decades after the original, with Fred on the brink of retirement and 20-something Pebbles embarking on her own career. Okay, yo, they're gonna make this about Pebbles' story. Okay, as the Stone Age gives way to a shiny and enlightened new Bronze Age, the residents of Bedrock will find this evolution harder than a swing from Bam Bam's club. Okay,
Bring back Bam Bam. Bring back Bang Bam.
so
Hashtag whatever.
here's what we got going on. This is literally like 20 years later. They're entering the freaking Bronze Age, and Pebbles is like her own woman now, and she's doing her thing in the Bronze Age, and Dad just doesn't understand. I think that's what it's gonna be about, man. Let's see. You want to get the rest of this?
Okay. It will be interesting to see where Banks Pebbles is in her life. The Flintstones canon as seen on ABC's 1993. Now, I'm assuming that's the US's ABC and not Australian or the BBC in England. Made for television animated movie. Pebbles, voiced by Megan Muller.
Mullally?
Mullally works for an advertising agency. Marries Bam Bam and ends up moving to Holly Rock. I think I actually remember.
Oh, they
this
got married. Oh, that's
version
right.
Of Hollywood.
Yeah.
The pilot script is being written by Leslie Cairns, who has also written Jurassic World, Camp Creations, and DC Superhero. Oh no. That show, the Jurassic World Camp that was terrible. She's writing it? Oh, this is supposed to be an adult cartoon. Oh, this is going to be horrible. I'm sorry. If it's going to be anything like written how Jurassic World was written, that animated show, this is going to be horrible.
It's kind of a cool concept, though. I mean, I like the idea of like the Bronze Age is a coming, and it's like a different world. But
it's more who's writing it.
Yeah, that could be.
I just really hope it doesn't become something like Velma, for example.
Well, they already said that 20 years later it's Pebbles on her own journey, so it's probably gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid you're going to be correct there. That's what my fear is.
That's what I'm thinking. Pebbles power.
I'm praying to God right now that like, please don't let it be like Velma. Please don't let it be like Velma.
Oh well, let's
probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they look at Velma's so-called success and try to go for that. All right, so the original series, produced by Hanna-Barbera Productions, ran for 6 seasons on ABC, American ABC, not Australian, and was the first animated series to air in primetime Fox's Avid series. Tubi has acquired the rights to all 166 episodes of the show and will launch on May 1st coming.
Oh, okay.
Anniversary.
I see what's going on here. So they basically they bought all the rights to these episodes, and now they're launching this new series at the same time. Ooh,
I
okay.
have to wonder if they're going to bring them back uncensored or if they're going to still keep them censored.
That's a good point. Oh, that's a very interesting marketing move that they're just doing right now. Oh my goodness. All right, so
Bedrock will be co-produced by Warner Brothers Animated and Fox Entertainment. Elizabeth Banks and Mark, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, sorry, will be exclusive producers through the Brownstone Productions and Brownstone Danielle, I can't pronounce those last names, serving as co-ex producers. I have no idea who they are. Long before The Simpsons and Springfield, the Griffins, Quahog, or even the Belchers.
Oh yeah, the Belchers. The Bob's Burgers. Yeah.
Bob's Burgers on Ocean Avenue. There was the Flintstones, Bedrock, the Mark Thorne, President Entertainment, President Entertainment, Fox Entertainment. Their imprint on the animation universe is undeniable, and the idea of adapting today's audience to challenge is a challenge, and we at Fox are very much looking forward to taking on Warner Brothers. Elizabeth Lindsay, no pressure whatsoever, really. Yeah, like
It
Ali
was.
said, Velma. I can't help but think of Velma.
Oh
right now.
no. Well, they literally bought all the rights to the episode. I just like how they've had that, how they worded that whole paragraph. Long before the Simpsons, long before this, it's like the Flintstones is like some ancient, like, archaic show, which it was back in like what, the 50s or something. So that's pretty funny how the way they worded that. I thought it was pretty pretty funny.
So I'm getting a bit concerned here because it states that they're going to be making an adult show, and it reads as if they're going to be making it for all ages.
Remember when those commercials where like Fred and Barney would be smoking cigarettes and like advertising that to their like a Winston, tastes good. Like, you ever see those
Yeah.
commercials? Yeah, that's for kids, right?
The downside is that back then, smoking was considered acceptable.
Yeah, for kids
In
that
today's
like
world, it's not.
No, I know. I'm
So
just kidding.
The downside is that while, yes, nowadays that would be problematic, back then it wasn't. Well,
No,
at
I
least
think
it wasn't publicly.
I think it would be very funny if in this new adult show they show like Fred smoking his Winstons, like just as a callback. This is like a little Easter egg, I think that'd be kind of funny. Like, oh, I need a Winston or something. I don't know if they can advertise like that specifically, but if they show him smoking, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane did his own take on the Flintstones. Well, it was more like Fred. That was just bad. If they try to rip that off, I'm going to be pissed. Basically, it was him on the toilet.
Oh.
There was another show called Drawn Together where they decided to take the piss out of The Simpsons as well.
I've heard of
Have you
Drawn
seen Drawn
Together.
Together?
I've heard of it, and I've been told many times to watch it, and I'm sorry I have not yet seen it.
So basically, it's a bunch of knockoff cartoon characters. This show is like 25 plus.
Okay.
Just the stupid shit that goes on in there.
I've heard good things about it. I've just never actually seen the show before, so yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully I'll check it out if I remember.
The voice who did what was it? My Little Pony. What's that head princess called
Tara
again?
Strong? Tara Strong?
Yeah, she voiced the Disney princess in.
Oh, she voices everyone.
And well, let's just say that she says a lot of bigoted and racist things.
Oh my goodness.
So all those dubs you find of My Little Pony, that really good generation we had recently, with all that stuff going on, yeah, they sort of ripped that from Drawn Together.
Okay.
The Flintstones are the first family of production primetime animation. Added Peter, can't pronounce that, exclusive vice president, alternative programming at Warner Brothers Animation. God, this is so many mouthfuls.
Wait, is that true though? The Flintstones are the first family of primetime animation. Is that true? Because that'd be really cool. I guess the 60th anniversary, maybe.
No, there were cartoons before the Flintstones. Don't forget, there's also, what was that other one called?
No. I know there were cartoons, and I'm saying they said the first family of primetime animation. So do they mean the first cartoon family that they've animated? That might
maybe. Elizabeth and Lindsay have a brilliant take on these characters, and Fox and Brownstone are the perfect partners to bring them back to prime time. This is going to rock. Sorry. Okay, with some of the stuff you've mentioned before in the whole, what was it, the Jurassic World Camp Creations? I mean, It's not as bad as the attempt to do a new show for what was it? How to Train Your Dragon. They did like 2 seasons, and it sucks. Not the kids one, where they're like little kids and everything. No, this is more like your young kids, and they're going out. They're trying to reboot the How to Train Your Dragon in the modern day, and just it was terrible.
I thought it was okay.
Don't know. Never saw it.
Like, yeah, Noble, about the part when we were talking about how this show is going to be like an adult thing, but kids can still watch it at the same time. I mean, at least it's not an extremely bad thing for kids, because I used to watch Adult Swim whenever I was a kid, and my father never gave a shit about that on it. I thought that was funny, but yeah. Like,
Ali,
it's not...
have you seen Drawn Together?
Say that again?
Have you seen the TV show and the movie Drawn Together?
No.
Okay, please watch that, because if you think South Park's too adult for kids, well, let's just say South Park is like play school in this.
I never said it was too adult. I never even brought up South Park in the first place.
I'm just warning you that this show is just so rancid. It's
But is it like a good rancid? Because I'm kind of interested. I've heard a lot of crazy shit about it. Okay.
So one of the episodes, it's decided, oh, we're going to turn around, we're going to order pizza, then we're going to take a dump on it, and then we're going to complain about it to the delivery guy. Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Another one where Princess Clara thinks that everyone's been raptured, and she goes in a bit of a bender. That was bad.
Oh, wait, no, I think I know what show you're talking about now. I did watch a few episodes while, like, I was a teenager or something like that.
And then there's Ling Ling, the knockoff Pikachu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Captain Hero's the superhero. Oh, they've got one of those like heroes. What is it? Like Zelda, is it? You know, had to always save the princess. It turns out that he's not straight; he's gay, and they just completely keep ramming on it throughout the entire show.
Oh my god!
I remember that show now. I didn't know what it was at first until you said the characters.
All right, so back to the article here. What do you think the new Flintstones, the Bedrock thing, is going to be like? Think it's going to be like that, like pretty crazy, or more like a Family Guy kind of thing? Hopefully not a Velma.
Suck.
Oh no, really?
I seriously think it's going to suck. If it's going to be anything like Jurassic World, that camp show, that was just bad.
I don't know. I used to like. I grew up watching like the Flintstones. You know, it was on Cartoon Network at like 5 a.m. all the time.
What was that other show called?
The Jetsons, like the total opposite.
It's a family of dinosaurs.
Family of. Oh, was that the one with the puppets?
Yes, kind of, but they were full suit ones.
Yeah. Geez, I don't know. Well, anyway, I hope that Bedrock doesn't turn into a Velma, because I mean, if this is Pebble's journey, you know, and Dad just doesn't understand because he's still in the Stone Age, I don't know how are they gonna make this like a fun show? I mean, with all the goofy dinosaur technology they had, like I love that crap. Like when whenever they take a picture, it'd be like a block of stone, and there's like a little bird inside that like pecks it like a piece of wood, and like there's a picture.
Yeah.
It's a shame they're going to skip over CDs and go straight to streaming.
Oh god, I don't know. Who knows what they're doing? All right, think we should move on to the next thing.
Yeah, this is going to be traumatic, I'm afraid, for everybody. But Yeah, it turns out the Wizards of the Coast have been throwing away perfectly good game cards, well, playing cards. 6 pallets of unsold, brand new Magic the Gathering cards were just thrown to the tip.
Wow. Buddy, have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
I've heard of it before, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay, well, yeah, it's basically it's like one of the most it's the first like most popular collectible card game. It came out in like the early '90s, and there's just like a few cards worth literally thousands of dollars. You know, like it's a highly collectible, very playable game. It's been going on for like decades, and the fact that because I used to play it too, like I grew up with it. You know, like my dad taught me how to play, and seeing this is really painful. I mean, all these cards, like I used to go to tournaments and stuff like that. You know, like we would build decks, and just to see this all being thrown away, I don't understand why they would do this. And there's probably some rares in there, or I'm just
So,
thinking like economic perspective. It's just sad.
from what I understand, there was enough cards recovered that somebody could buy a house.
Yeah, looking at that, that's probably well over like $500,000 at least.
That's not opened and sifted through and decided, well, okay, you know, we got the commons, we got the uncommons, we got the rare, we got the, oh my god, that's worth a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, junked. I mean, I get the whole idea about, throwing shit away, but
The thing is, this is a
insane.
lot. This is a lot, though. Imagine so about this many pallets of cards. Let's say this is about, I don't know, 500,000, right? So let's say you stumble across this. How are you going to sell this? Unless you own a shop, how are you going to be selling 3 pallets of cards? And like to who? Who's going to buy this for $500,000? Like, you know, who's going to sift through all the cards and pick out all the rares? Like, because this is a big job. But the fact that they could just put it in storage, I don't know why they would throw it away. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Vera, this is bad, but what also has been happening, I don't have the photos to show, but they've also been shredding these cards, and you can find these on the internet, where they've just dumped piles and piles of shredded new cards. Now, apparently, there's also been some Pokemon ones and some other ones as well. So, yeah.
Were they just like
Yeah.
factory rejects or something?
Nope.
Yeah.
Perfectly good.
Oh, so overstock maybe? Like they just couldn't sell them? Because with Magic the Gathering, they come out with a new set about every 6 months.
I
Used to be
imagine
every year.
I imagine even the old cards, they could still sell them at the full retail price.
Yeah, even if they're like a couple years old, but then again, like the whole tournament scene, it is very popular with Magic, and like the newest thing is like they're always trying to get faster and stuff. Like I've seen like how the whole process works, and like they have sets that come out every year, but I think every 6 months or so they'd have a special set or something, and
Even
they'd
if you
add new mechanics and all that crap. But like the older cards, like even from a few generations, like they're not going to play with like 2013 cards or something, you know. Unless
Even
they're from
if
like the 90s, like unless they're really like ancient and old, because some of those are worth thousands. These are probably not worth all that much money individually.
even if you don't know how to make money from selling these, if you were to take at least half a pallet of cards, half a
Mhm.
pallet of those boxes home,
Mhm.
and list them on eBay, you could just sell them unopened. People
Oh
will
yeah,
buy that.
and that will go for thousands. Yeah. Oh, trust me, it will. That's a lot of money right there. I'm just saying, like, I would not be. I don't know how you can sell like unless like you're a company, but again, why don't companies just put this in storage? I don't get why they're just wasting all that. That's so crazy. Like people will still buy it even if they're not in the tournament scene. Like I think they will.
I hate to think, at the very worst, they could have just simply said, pay us shipping and we'll send you some random packets of cards. I mean, or even a box.
Or do like a giveaway or something. Like buy like do a coupon system. They can just give them away to like fans or something.
Buddy, what do you
Yeah.
think of this?
Yeah,
Yeah, it does seem very wasteful.
Yeah.
it's sad.
I have like a deck of Magic Gathering cards, but I don't play that. I plan on giving it to a friend that plays it at FFA this year.
Wait, whoa! I didn't know you had a magic deck. What colors?
Red and green.
Red and green. Ooh, okay. So interesting.
Yeah, I was given this deck to. There were free decks of Magic Gathering cards going on at my local Comic-Con one year. I ended up getting one.
Cool.
And I was like, I don't play this, so I might as well give it to a friend that does play it. So, like, yeah, that's my plan.
Okay, Allie, I'll teach you how to play MTG. It's awesome. I played it at Free For All. You know what the guys next door to us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were playing frickin' Magic. It's awesome. Yeah, if you want to play, I gotta teach you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, besides that, I do collect Pokemon cards, though, and I do have an old collection of, like, baseball and basketball cards that used to belong to my father whenever he was a kid.
Yeah, right? So doesn't seeing this make you just, like, so upset? Like, all these cards are wasteful. Like, that, you know, they could have... Oh, man, that's so sad.
The thing is, they could have recycled them.
If it was Pokemon cards, I would have taken them. I would have sold one half and I would have kept the other half.
Well, we got the awkward silence.
Oh, yeah. I was actually reading a comment.
Which one? The
from Boxcar, yeah. When a model when a model railroader dies, a whole collection would be thrown away without the slightest consideration. This sounds similar. Wow, so that's interesting. So, like, if one part is missing, like, the whole thing is garbage. That's really sad, and that's actually kind of true when it comes to a lot of collectible things. Like, if you have something original, but there's, like, a little dent or a scratch or something that, like, downgrades the value and crap like that, and, like, the whole thing is, like, worthless. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Do you guys, like, collect anything? And I know, Ellie, you said Pokemon and baseball. Yeah. Buddy, do you have any, like, collections or anything?
I collect computers and like vintage cell phones.
Oh, vintage cell phones? Joe, me too, actually. I have like 12.
Nice.
Yeah, like the clam. Like, I got one with antennas on it. Like, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of them probably won't work after next year because T-Mobile is shutting down 2G.
Ah, man. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, so they're just doing it so they can, like, it's going to create so much e-waste from all these phones being thrown away. They just want to sell you new stuff.
That is unfortunate. And then eventually you'll see piles just like this, just like all the Magic cards, all these cell phones just in heaps. They used to work. They're fine. All these beautiful clamshells are all just gone. Thousands of them.
And they don't make, like, the flip phones you can buy today are just garbage.
I know, like, man, I love my flip phones. Those things were so hefty. I have one with an antenna that you can, like, pop in and out. It's so fun. But of course it doesn't work, but, you know, I still have it.
Oh, Avira, I got some new Pokemon cards, and I ended up getting, like, two hologram cards of the same Pokemon.
Oh, nice. So, I mean, did you go online and, like, look up what they were?
You mean the rarity of them?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like how much, like, they're worth or whatever.
Oh, no, I haven't done research on that yet.
Yeah, check it out. You might have something, you know, that's worth, like, 10 or 15 bucks or something. I don't know.
Maybe 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah, I mean, that too. That's very possible. It's crazy how much people will pay for some cards, man. Like, I think at one point, like, the Black Lotus card in Magic the Gathering, that was selling for like 30 grand. At one point, like, it was freaking insane. Like it was like $27,000 for this one card. I'm like, how? Who? Why? Who on earth is going to buy that?
Yeah, the new Pokemon cards that I got from the local anime festival I went to, they came in a $20 mystery bag that was Pokemon themed, and it was 3 packs of the Halloween themed Pokemon cards.
Oh, cool.
Something
Yeah.
I'm surprised at is that if these cards, well, the ones that were shredded, why weren't they also recycled?
Yeah, I guess they could have been. What they just throw them in landfills. I mean, that is kind of weird. Well, maybe maybe all the chemicals. You think? No, I don't know.
Well, I think it's time we should move on to the next degenerate story for today.
Ah,
And
yes. Move on to the degeneracy, shall we?
Yes.
I need
Yeah,
to
that's
write
a
that
shame
again.
about those cards, though. I feel so bad. It's hopefully someone rescued them.
Oh yeah, made a shit ton of money. So
Yeah.
thank you to Bounding into Comics for this latest shitstorm on the internet.
Oh boy.
Right. So we have Japanese Omori fan artist issues warning about Western shippers after being harassed over relationship headcanons. The World Pro Shipper has been weaponized by racists to target artists whose main language is not English. What have we here, folks?
Yay.
What is this? Back when dial-up held dominance over the internet and cable connections were still in their infancy, the act of shipping fictional characters was a fun and harmless activity, wherein fans came up with their own headcanons regarding the romantic pairing of any two given characters. Yeah, okay, that's true. We know people do that. I don't watch the show. What are they mad at exactly?
Just like fan fiction of the entry of Tumblr, the resulting ships were never meant to be taken seriously, but the rise of social media, some have taken to going to pro bowl wall over the completely non-canon ideas.
Oh, this is true. Like fans fight each other. They're like, I think Zuko and Katara are better. No, I think Zuko and no, like Katara and Aang are better. And yeah, I've seen this. Like,
Oh.
okay, people do that shit. Yeah, they're right. They're
Some
so
like
right.
the more rabid of the Yohai, I don't know how to pronounce that, or boy love shippers have gone to take concepts so seriously that they will literally end friendships over their favorite fictional pairings.
What?
They take going down with the ships like they're the captain of the Titanic.
So if you like gay anime stuff and your friend, wait, what are they saying? If you don't agree with their ship, they're oh my god, this is weird.
Uh,
Recently, Japanese artist Momore found herself at wit's end after claiming to have been attacked by one of the more rabid fans, Mora Cat's psychological indie horror RPG.
Omori.
The critical issue, the artist follows the account that drew art of the pairing they didn't like.
Oh wait,
So I could
the
tell
fans so the fans didn't want them to be together, and then they made this picture on purpose to piss off the fans. Is that what happened?
No, an image was made, as I understand. Fans didn't like it, so they just basically went on a shitstorm.
Wow, that's so weird. Okay.
On February 19th, Momori posted a lengthy statement translated via Twitter user, I can't pronounce that, sorry, regarding the full scope of the alleged harassment she has been enduring from her critics. According to the artist, the harassment began on June 2022 while I was in the middle of drawing Omar fan art when she received a DM in English for the first time in my life.
What the heck?
Now, this isn't something I'd particularly be interested in, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm sorry, but it's not something I'd look for. It's not something I'd want to, pay attention to. But I don't see anything wrong with this. What I'm
I don't
getting
see.
from this whole situation is that it's not the fact that there's what it's depicting. It's the fact that these two characters don't belong together. So I'm going to burn your house to the ground.
Yeah, that's a little bonkers.
I don't see anything wrong with it either. Like,
The message, which included 2 Twitter accounts, asked, "Are you aware that you're following?" What's this? Sorry, split sort of confusing me. Accounts that drew porn of underage characters. Minority recalled. What?
They say
Follow
that
accounts that
on
draw
Twitter.
porn of. Okay. So to sort of clear something up to begin with, there are a bunch of Japanese artists who will draw pictures of children. However, they're usually things like holding hands or kissing, but not in that sort of sexual porno type way, or they're just going out and doing something random. I didn't know about this until this sort of stuff started to flare up. And what was shown as an example, I wouldn't call pedophilia.
What
Simply
of the
because they're dressed, they're not in provocative positions, they're not doing anything that I would consider adult. They're just kids having fun or whatever.
so this isn't about the artwork. I mean, this is about the artist that this person is trying to take down. Then
Yeah. The
Yeah.
trouble is that it's gotten to a point where people can't tell what was that Luca movie that Pixar released? It was a good movie. And a few people online decided to turn around and say, "Oh, well, those 2 boys are gay." It's like, what? Why are you bringing sexuality into this? I mean, it's about 2 boys that are going on a little adventure. It's not about them. For fuck's sake, people are sick.
yeah,
Looking into the 2 accounts brought to her attention by the user whom she refers to in her statement as A, the artist ultimately found that one of them had never, to my acknowledgement, posted any sexual content, while the other one had all of their not so for work content properly tagged and warned.
okay, is that okay? Well, what?
I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, okay, fine. So one of the 2 artists are in fact posting adult artwork by the looks of things. However, the content's all been properly tagged and people have been given warnings before viewing it. I don't see an issue with this. Yes, I see it as problematic. However, the artist is obviously going about the correct way of saying, look, this artwork is not for, it's more adult. If it's not your thing, go somewhere else.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
Yeah,
the
like an age
artist is
barrier.
doing
Yeah.
the right thing here, not posting like Barney's porn and getting it on Google search. As such, she informed A that she didn't really see the problem with the account's respective content. In response, A produced to accuse Mar, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, of being a pedophile, drawing child porn, and being a pro-shipper a term used to reference to someone who is supportive of anyone engaging in shipping regardless of the pairing of Minora and Minora's accounts, which usually terminated online critics have begun to see a synonymous term for aforementioned crimes which she does not participate in.
Okay. Well, I don't have to get through the rest of this. I don't really. I look at how they're trying to attack this person. I mean, I don't see a problem with the artwork that this is. I mean, I don't know what this Morori person did to them, but this is all about the whole people call you pro shippers. Goodness, what?
What
Uh,
concerns me with this is that you have somebody with a different language, with different terminology, different slang, different phrases, going after somebody who has little to no understanding of what's being said. I like how the woke people seem to think that the best thing to do is to just simply go out and attack. What happens if the person's innocent? What happens if you've mistaken something and you just keep going attack? You ruin people's lives for nothing. Congratulations. What do you want, a medal?
Yeah. Well, we were just saying Justin Roiland, same thing. Crazy.
Unfortunately, you have to put up with the fact that yes, there's going to be adult content out there.
And if they put up a warning, all right. What more do you want?
If they tag it so that it's not generally available, unless of course someone has an account and they purposely seek it out, that's doing the right thing. I don't have to like it, but they're doing the right thing. Not to mention, a lot of that stuff is also legal in Japan. It's not legal in other countries, but it's like there are things in Australia and in America which are completely illegal in other countries.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I know there's things here in America that are illegal in China, and well, there's a lot of stuff illegal in China, but oh boy. But yeah, I get it.
What's your thoughts on this?
Buddy?
Yeah, it seems like people they don't really care about any moral issues. They just care about basically having power over someone.
Yeah, there's a thing called BDSM, so people like that probably want to, start doing that sort of stuff instead of just randomly attacking somebody.
Yeah.
Ali, are you still here?
Well, so is this artist getting canceled or what? Like, what's going on with this?
Do you want me to bring it back up again, or?
I was just curious just how this ended.
Okay.
Like, what happened? Yeah.
I'll bring this back up again.
Or did it end? I don't know. But look at how they're trying to get them. So you think it's okay to do naughty things to children? A asked. Like, well, come on. I see what they're trying to do here. It's too bad in English we call people like you pro shippers. So it's about the language barrier. I mean, how did this end eventually? Like, are they still going after this person? Oh, that's weird. Sorry.
Okay, so something that is going around is that this especially happened last time we brought this up, but Japanese artists are being warned to actively block people like this, which is about the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if you're going to be that insecure and turn around and take a block list and just block everyone on there randomly without knowing who or what they are, it's like, what happens if you block a bunch of people who you would have been friends with?
Exactly. And you see, that's what I'm on so many block lists on Twitter. It's crazy. But I don't use Twitter anymore. So
Okay, so after this, apparently there was a smear campaign launched.
Oh no.
And this is what I love specifically about the certain group of people out there. They won't bother looking to see what's being said or what's happened or what's being done. They'll just simply go, all right, let's grab our pitchforks and axes and let's start chopping down some heads. Well, chopping off some heads, sorry.
Man, this article's making me feel uncomfortable, man. Some really creepy shit here.
Right down to it. Yeah, it says here, since I wasn't the only person A was targeting, most people just ignored it and as it
was trolling. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be friends with people that do this sort of stuff.
No way. Like if they're this invested in like these pro shipping nonsense and it's like this weird type of situation and they're that fanatic about it, then something's not right. And this is in a lot of different fandoms too.
Oh yeah. So it looks like it just kept going. So where is the end of this?
They soft blocked me. They deleted all their stuff. Oh my god. All right. Well, I guess we can make. Is that it? I don't know. I think it kind of just fizzled out. They're like, yeah, well, we still speak different languages. I'll ignore them. Okay. Well, I guess that's the best thing you can do.
So here's something important that was posted on Twitter. First of all, I'm Japanese and I live in Japan. This is the artists themselves. The idea, concept of pro shipper does not exist in Japan. All that's required to publish work in Japan is zoning, and in fiction, all depictions are allowed. There's an and there's clearly some more, but we don't actually have that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It is considered an ugly act to speak ill of someone's work, no matter what their taste is.
Oh.
Some people advise me to block the person you are following because she is a pro shipper. I do not discriminate against them as long as they are properly zoned. That's the rule in Japan. So that's what I was talking about before about properly tagging your artwork as if it's safe for work, not safe for work.
Yeah, I was okay. The properly zoned thing kind of threw me off there for a sec. But yeah, okay, I get that. It's interesting how they said in their culture, though, it's considered ugly act to speak ill of someone's work. So criticizing someone's art is like criticizing them.
I'm assuming if the artist asks for feedback about the quality, about how the images come out, and being honest.
Yes.
About,
that's
the hand probably needs to be, you needed a little bit of work on the hand because it doesn't look right. The angle.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying something you would say to a person. Like, you wouldn't say, oh, well, I think it's ugly. Like, you wouldn't tell your friend, I think you're ugly. But if you say, hey, that's ugly, it's like it's like it's saying the same thing to them. When you speak ill of them, I guess. And in their culture, I guess, oh, that's very interesting. So I guess that's why they got personally offended when they got all these random DMs about pro shippers, and they were like, this does not exist in Japan. What the heck are you guys talking about? I don't get this. Wow.
Allie, did you have anything to say?
Still there?
Allie?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have anything to say about this?
No, the only thing I really have to say about this is just funny thing, all of this shit reminds me of how I used to ship My Little Pony characters a lot whenever I was in the Brony fandom a lot, and it was fucking cringe looking back at it.
Hey, that's common though. That's so common.
It's still cringe though.
I know it is. I know, but hey, people are into that. They write fanfic and stuff. Buddy, are you on any other fandoms?
Well, I like Star Wars. And...
Yeah, Star Wars is cool. Well, before Disney.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff is good, like Andor and Rogue One, and those are good.
Yeah, I sort of gave up on. Well, not all of it. I think there's still hope left in the galaxy for it to be redeemed.
This is the part where I really have to give a thumbs up to this artist. I seriously do. But I love this. Please understand that if I, as a Japanese, do the same thing as you, English-speaking people, I would be treated as a freak who can't distinguish between reality and fantasy.
Whoa! Okay.
It's like half of Twitter, or like 75% of Twitter.
Oh my goodness!
I say you just nailed it.
Oh goodness!
For a comment, I just love that comment.
548,000 views. Good for her. Or yeah.
It irritates me that I can't pronounce her name properly or his name correctly, but
it's Maromi.
Marobi.
Maromi Ika.
That is just a golden comment. I love it.
Be treated as a freak who could not distinguish. Yeah, that's right.
Here's another one. There are some descriptions and ships that I dislike, but I deal with them by unfollowing or muting them. That is called self-defense in Japan.
This is so weird. Like, why would you? My friend doesn't like my fan fiction, so fuck you. I'm gonna block you because my fan fiction is better. Like, what? This is so weird. Why do people do this?
Edgelords, maybe. And it just goes back to the whole, I'm not drawing this stuff. I'm
Yeah,
not interested in it. I mean, you shouldn't have to say this multiple times.
no. And the problem is, like, if they draw kids and like there's weird fan fiction out there of other fans using their characters in situations, then it's like they associate that with the artist, and then everything spirals out of control.
These comments here are referring to like the drawing of little kids, and I'm going to use cute, quote unquote, cute situations.
Right, but like I'm saying, if the fans like make something that's like not safe for work, using their stuff.
The artwork that some people are accusing of being pedophilia type material when it's not, and this person's making it clear that I want to draw cute things. I don't want to, I want to draw cute children. I don't want to draw them in a sexual way.
Yeah.
And what was shown on a couple of other sites, it wasn't pedophilia. It was just normal pictures, but of kids.
I mean, how can it be pedophilia whenever it's just artwork? It's nothing real.
Well, this is just some innocent crap, it looks like. So I don't know what they're all mad about.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing new. It's like if they're drawing kids in sexual situations or something like that, it's nothing
Oh, that's gross,
new.
man. Yeah, I think that's even illegal too, or at least it should be.
Yeah, it's like it's nothing
Sorry.
new. It's just like cub art or shit like that. Basically, it's nothing new. As long as it's not real, then it shouldn't be like a bad thing.
All right.
So a description of one of the images I came across. You had two kids holding hands and they were just walking together, fully clothed. They were smiling. They were having fun. That was it.
Yeah.
I have to say that for Western audiences to go out and to do this type of thing to Japanese people, it's disgraceful. It's sickening.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of the Twitter hate mob. It gets crazy, man.
They're supposed to be against bullying, harassment, but that's what they're doing.
That sucks, man. I know.
So unfortunately, at this point, we're going to have to sort of leave off from here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that the last thing we had?
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right, guys. Well, that was pretty interesting. I guess I was gonna go around and I don't know. Let's see. Allie, what do you think about today, or what's been going on?
I've said what I said on the other stuff. The only thing that I have to say about is the shipping sort of part, because like of how some people ship kids and like that sort of thing. Like I said, it's nothing new. It's just like cub art in the furry fandom. I feel like it's a debate sort of thing, just like how cub art is in feral art. It's a debate sort of thing in the furry fandom.
I guess kind of.
Yeah, because we're getting people saying that like, oh, cub art shouldn't be allowed when other people say that like when other people say that like but cub art should be allowed because it's not real. And since it's not real, it shouldn't be considered as anything illegal. Like,
Alright.
yeah, like that's why I believe like that stuff shouldn't be illegal because it's not real. It's not actual pedophilia or something like that.
Alright. Buddy,
Yeah, I kind
any
of agree
closing
with that.
statements? Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like these people, they won't say anything about like kids or like like this drag thing. Like they're like making kids perform in like strip clubs and stuff, and they
Oh,
don't
that's
say a damn thing
disgusting,
about
dude.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's okay somehow. What the heck?
Yeah, like that's fucking disgusting.
and it's done openly, like in the mainstream, and it's just accepted. But like the trivial stuff like this is just, and then they pretend to be like moral, like they pretend to care about morals and stuff when things like this happen.
Yeah, the hypocrisy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say. Let's see. How do I do this? Oh, all right. I guess I'm just gonna end this. So this was interesting. I was more interested, honestly, in the whole Bedrock situation because I kind of really want to see where that goes. I think it's an interesting concept, and look, if they don't fuck it up like they did with Velma, if they make it like cool, kind of like a Bob's Burgers sort of thing, or I don't know, or I think it could work. So I'm hoping with that. The whole Magic the Gathering thing was depressing. I've been playing Magic since I was like 10, so I love that game. So that was very sad to see. And the pro shipper thing, man, I just don't care. I just I just really don't even want to get into that. I hope you guys had an incredible night. This was super fun. And Noble, if you'd like to say your last words and take us out.
Yeah, so for me, the Magic the Gathering thing just shows how wasteful some companies can be. If I understand it correctly, the reason why all these cards were thrown out is because apparently they had too much stock. And this also included a few other cards as well, but not in such a large amount as I understand. At least that was made public. There were images also of cards being just like completely shredded and thrown at the tip as well. It's unacceptable. With what I learned about the Flintstones remake today, or at least continuation, it leaves me more concerned that we're going to have a pornography version of the Flintstones instead of being fanfic actually made public. Official work, which is really bad. And the whole reason why I wanted to show that last story, just to point out about how sickening people can be, where they don't care to understand what's going on. They just want to have a fight that they can join in on. It's not... go buy some Nerf blasters and go to a park and start shooting at each other with foam darts and have fun like that. Don't turn around and harass people from another country just because you feel that you're in the right.
That sounds like such a much better idea.
Yeah, that is.
So with that joyful of a thing, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Player FM, iHeartRadio, BitChute, and whatever else decides to drag its ugly head out of the swamp that's called the internet.
All right, guys. Happy birthday, Jolt. Check out Free For All when you get the chance, and have an awesome night, guys. Bye.
Welcome to the party, Jolt.
Bye, everyone.
See you.